the predictions he has made about the world so far have come true. No one else in Asia has said that. So isn't he the Nostradamus of Asia, Dr. Wickramarachchi?
There's a mass event scheduled to happen near Australia, near the sea. There's a disaster scheduled to happen near the sea in Australia. There's an explosion scheduled to happen in Indonesia. There's an explosion scheduled to happen in Indonesia. There's an explosion scheduled to happen in Bangalore. It will most likely be in Bangalore. Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Ahmedabad, Bangalore. There's going to be some explosion in that area. Also, there's a murder. Some incident scheduled to happen in Tibet in India. There should be a murder. It should be in Tibet. We will hear about an incident that is talked about in Tibet. There's an incident near Lucknow. There may be a large number of people hospitalized due to food or water poisoning near the Yamuna River. It should be near the Yamuna River. There's a possibility of an earthquake in Nepal. There's a murder scheduled to happen in Bangladesh. A murder that will shock the world is scheduled to happen in Bangladesh. We will hear about a group of mountain climbers going missing. It looks like there's one Sri Lankan among the group that went climbing around Everest. But I don't know if he went or not when the news came. It seems that there is one person in Sri Lanka. There are some people among the missing people. Well, a suicide attack is scheduled for the Russian leader. A suicide attack is scheduled for a Russian leader. Well, an American attack. An American attack. Iran will attack before America. I think Iran is going to attack before America. There is going to be an explosion inside Iran. 2 explosions are expected to occur in Iran in the near future. 2 explosions in Iran. There is going to be an explosion in Israel. We will hear a few powerful explosions in Afghanistan, in and around Kabul. We will hear some talk about a group of hostages. We will hear some talk about the hostage situation on the Ukrainian-Russian border in the future. There seem to be about 3 Sri Lankans there. A bit of a conversation about Sweden. Something related to Sweden is about to happen. A mass shooting at an American church. A mass murder. There's a possibility that a mass shooting could be planned at an American church. Mexico. I said earlier that there is an incident about Mexico. This has been happening these days. Mexico is currently on fire due to the assassination of a drug lord. I remember what I said. The story of Mexico burning. Anyway, there's another big event about to happen in Mexico. A bit of a conversation about Canada. Something related to Canada is about to happen. there's going to be an explosion in Canada. I think there's oil or gas, but I don't know if there's anything like that. There's going to be a big explosion in Canada. There's going to be another earthquake in Alaska. What country is beyond Alaska? There's going to be an earthquake in Russia. There's going to be an earthquake in that corner. There's going to be an earthquake between Alaska and Russia. Japan hasn't moved in a while, has it? People always say it moves. It moves, but it hasn't. So on the 28th, the 1st, the 2nd, the next 3 days, the 3rd, the 4th, there's going to be a big earthquake in Japan. There's a good chance that this could be caused by the area around Japan and Russia. And there will be a depression in the vicinity of Malaysia. Not Malaysia. On top of that, there's Manali on the China side. Manali in the Philippines. There will be a depression in the vicinity of the Philippines. In Mindanao, in the Philippines. Yes, something related to the Philippines. There seems to be a fire, perhaps even something being set on fire. I'm not entirely sure. And along with that, there appears to be an earthquake or some kind of sudden emergency warning happening in the Philippines. Some serious damage is expected in the Philippines from natural disasters. There will be a little bit of discussion or controversy involving a leader in Manali. There's a possibility that a serious epidemic situation will spread in these countries associated with black people. There's a possibility of a severe epidemic spreading in the area where these black people live. There's a possibility of a severe epidemic spreading in the area around Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Kuwait, Qatar. There's a possibility of a virus disease spreading. This virus disease can cause a lot of difficulty in speaking. This disease can be fatal for some people living in the Arab countries. Especially those who take care of the elderly should be very careful. Also, in the Arab countries, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, Oman, Kuwait, Qatar, Israel, Kuwait, Syria, and related countries, there's a possibility of a severe epidemic spreading in a serious way. We will have to be careful in the face of that epidemic situation. So sometimes that epidemic situation can cause long-term diseases. Also, there is a possibility that the number of deaths from heart attacks may increase due to this epidemic. It is a bit of a serious epidemic. There is a possibility that a leader of the country, even a king, could get infected with this epidemic. He may be in a bit of a fatal condition because of this epidemic. A king from the Arab region, or perhaps a sheikh from the Arab world. I'm not exactly sure whether he is a king or what exactly a sheikh is. A sheikh may be infected with this disease and it may be a bit serious. That family may be infected with that epidemic. Many people in the Arab region may be severely affected by the epidemic. The disease may spread to a bit of a serious condition. Sri Lankans should be careful about it and act thoughtfully. There is a possibility of spreading, rapid spread, and there may be a possibility of crushing the body as well as headaches, throat discomfort, and respiratory problems. It can also cause death. There is a possibility of a chest explosion or a vein bursting. In this, death is most likely to occur in the case of pneumonia. So be careful.
කල්පනා කරන්න.